Hey guys, hope everyone's doing good today. Just wanted to let you know we do have a new blog post out. We got that posted just a couple days ago. So it's on earnest money deposits. A lot of buyers have questions, even sellers. What are earnest money deposits? How is that important to a transaction? Where does the money go? What is my risk? So we're answering most of those questions in the blog post. Go to my website at wesleycorealestate.com and you can find that on the blog, or check out my Facebook page, Wesley & Co Real Estate, and we've got the post on there as well. Or if you'd like, just shoot me a message and I'll send you the link. So we're talking about earnest money deposits, and what an earnest money deposit is it is a deposit that a buyer makes with a purchase agreement that shows the seller your willingness and ability to perform. And while not required by law, an earnest money deposit is a part of every transaction I've ever done. There's an earnest money deposit. Now the deposit can be any amount that's agreeable between the buyer and seller. It's like many parts of the transaction, that deposit is a negotiating tool. So, the more earnest money you put down, the better it looks to a seller. And think about a multiple offer situation. You have a couple offers with a really low earnest money deposit, or EMD, versus an offer with a really large amount that's deposited. That's going to look a lot more appealing to a seller. So the earnest money deposit it's made with the purchase agreement, and that deposit is held in escrow until closing, and it's ultimately applied towards the buyer's closing costs. So the next part is, what is the risk with an earnest money deposit? Well, throughout a transaction, most transactions, there's several different contingencies. You have the home inspection, maybe a well and septic inspection, a survey, appraisal, mortgage approval. So at each step of the way, with each contingency that you deal with, you may come across a situation where you do your home inspection and you're unsatisfied with it for whatever reason. A hole in the roof, septic field fails, and you want to back away from that transaction. So long as you are within your time frame that's in the contract and you have a valid reason, you're able to walk away from that transaction and receive that earnest money deposit back. Same thing if the home doesn't appraise and you're not comfortable moving forward, that would be a situation where you could get your earnest money deposit back. Now I want to be very clear, because these rules aren't across the board. What it comes down to is what is contained in that contract. The purchase agreement between the buyer and seller, that's what the whole transaction is based off of. Nothing outside of that, but everything that's contained in that contract. So that's why you want to be very clear on what is in that contract, what are your contingencies, your inspection time period, your appraisal, mortgage approval, because anything outside of that, if you fall outside of that, you may risk forfeiting that earnest money deposit if a dispute arises. So it's very important to sit down with your agent and know exactly what's contained in there. Read through every line if you have to with your agent in that purchase agreement. The earnest money deposit, what the rules are with that, who's holding it, when you may get it back, what your risk is for forfeiture. So that's my best advice, is just know what's in the purchase agreement. The earnest money deposit is something that is going to be put towards your closing costs, but you can't always guarantee that you're going to get it back. You need to know what's in that contract. So go check it out, read the article. If you have any more questions, let me know. Again, wesleyandcorealestate.com, you can see it there, or on Facebook at Wesley & Co Real Estate. So shoot me a message, drop a comment. If you have any questions, I'll answer whatever you have. Keep in mind, know your contract, know what's in there, and make sure your agent's going over with you. Thanks, and I will see you guys soon.